On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Subliminal.
Existing or operating below the threshold of consciousness, not immediately noticeable or perceivable.
Examples:
Subliminal effect. Subliminal advertising. The subliminal message in the advertisement was meant to influence consumers to buy the product.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Harp.
A musical instrument consisting of a triangular frame with strings stretched across it, played by plucking the strings with the fingers.
Examples:
Harp strings. Japanese harp. She began to play a beautiful melody on her harp.
Loop.
A shape like a curve or a circle made by something long and thin, such as a piece of string, that bends round and crosses itself.
Examples:
Exit from a loop. Positive feedback loop. Many people in this city use the loop railway for transportation.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Contradiction.
The assertion of the opposite of what has been said, opposition, denial.
Examples:
Contradiction of capitalism. Apparent contradiction. His statement was filled with contradictions that made it difficult to take seriously.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Corruption.
Dishonest, harmful, or illegal behavior, especially of people in positions of power.
Examples:
Corruption accusation. Federal corruption charges. Rampant corruption led to a loss of trust in the government.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples:
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Slum.
A heavily populated urban area characterized by poor, rundown housing and infrastructure, often associated with poverty and social neglect.
Examples:
Slum area. Slum dwellers. The government needs to invest more in affordable housing options to reduce the number of people living in slums.
Dire.
Extremely serious or urgent, critical, grave, or disastrous.
Examples:
suffer dire poverty, dire situation. The dire economic straits called for immediate action.
Bellwether.
An influential or leading person or thing that serves as a guide or indicator of future trends or developments.
Examples:
political bellwether, bellwether stock. The company's success in the market serves as a bellwether for the industry as a whole.
Sausage.
A type of meat product usually made from pork, beef, or poultry, chopped into small pieces, put in a long tube of skin, then cooked or served cold in thin slices.
Examples:
beef sausage, German sausage. The mother sliced off a piece of sausage.
Porridge.
A hot cereal dish made from boiled grains or legumes, typically oats, rice, or cornmeal, often served with milk or sweeteners.
Examples:
oat porridge, sweet porridge. A bowl of hot porridge is a nutritious breakfast option in winter.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
above par performance, not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
have a sibling quarrel, play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
cross-cousin marriage, cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Dicey.
Risky, uncertain, or unpredictable, involving a potential for danger or uncertain outcomes.
Examples:
dicey situation, dicey gamble. The weather forecast warned of dicey conditions on the mountain pass.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
adopt a child, adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Barely.
Just enough, hardly, with great difficulty or effort.
Examples:
barely noticeable, barely finished. I barely made it to the meeting on time, rushing from another appointment across town.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
afford to buy a new car, afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Catholic.
Universal and including many different types of things, related to or associated with the part of the Christian Church that has the Pope as its leader.
Examples:
Catholic in his tastes. The Catholic Church. Sociologists are now interested in Catholic world peace.
Elementary.
Relating to the first principles or fundamental parts of a subject, fundamental or basic, often used to refer to a school or level of education that covers the fundamental principles of various subjects.
Examples:
Elementary math. Elementary level. Elementary school students must learn basic math and reading skills.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
Foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Sensitive.
Able to notice slight changes, signals, or influences. Able to feel or perceive others' feelings. Susceptible to the things people say or do.
Examples:
Sensitive documents. Baby with sensitive skin. The teacher is very sensitive to children's feelings.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Provincial.
Of or relating to a local government, having characteristics or views that are narrow in scope or limited by a narrow outlook.
Examples:
Provincial town. Provincial accent. His provincial upbringing left him with a limited view of the world beyond his hometown.
Cut off.
A point or level beyond which something will not be tolerated or allowed, the act of stopping or interrupting the supply of something.
Examples:
Cutoff frequency. A cutoff point. The cutoff date for submitting applications was fast approaching.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Headmaster.
The chief administrator or principal of a school or educational institution, typically in charge of its daily operation and management.
Examples:
Headmaster position. Former headmaster. The school's headmaster announced the cancellation of classes due to inclement weather.
Slot.
A long, narrow opening or groove, typically one that is cut into a hard material, that is designed to receive and hold an object in place.
Examples:
Memory slot. Mail slot. I inserted the coin into the slot and hit the button to start the game.
Dirt.
Soil, dust, or any substance that makes a surface not clean, the part of the Earth's surface consisting of humus and disintegrated rock.
Examples:
Dirt road. Dirt track. The garden was filled with dirt and needed to be tilled before planting.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Humiliate.
To cause someone to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or degraded, especially in public or through revealing personal information.
Examples:
Humiliate him publicly. Humiliate the heckler in the audience. The boss humiliated her employee by belittling her in front of her colleagues.
Swear.
To make a solemn promise or vow, to use rude or offensive language.
Examples:
Swear an oath. Swear a blue streak. I swear I didn't mean to break your vase.
Beg.
To ask for something urgently or earnestly, to appeal to someone to do something.
Examples:
Beg the question. Beg for help. She begged her parents to let her go to the concert.
Stigma.
A mark of shame or disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person.
Examples:
Social stigma. Stigma against obesity. The mental health stigma often prevents people from seeking treatment.
Nerd.
A person who is very interested in and knowledgeable about a particular subject, such as computers, mathematics, chess, etc.
Examples:
A computer nerd. Nerd neck. He was, by nature, a cyber nerd.
Statistics:
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Meningitis.
Inflammation of the protective membranes surrounding the brain and spinal cord, typically caused by a bacterial or viral infection and characterized by fever, headache, and a stiff neck.
Examples:
Meningitis outbreak. Acute meningitis. The meningitis vaccination is recommended for individuals at a high risk of contracting the illness, such as college students and military personnel.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Infectious.
Able to be passed quickly from one person, animal, or plant to another, especially through air or water.
Examples:
An infectious fever. Person's smile is infectious. Leprosy is an indolent infectious disease.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples:
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Yeast.
A type of fungus that is used in making alcoholic drinks such as beer and wine or to make bread rise.
Examples:
Yeast cell. Yeast leavened bread. They carefully nurture a yeast fungus used to produce sake.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, A woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Import.
To bring goods or services into a country from another country. To transfer electronic data into a database or document.
Examples:
Import goods. Import a style sheet. The company imports raw materials from other countries to manufacture its products.
Generic.
Not specific, not linked to a particular brand or product.
Examples:
A generic product. Generic version. The generic aspirin brand was just as effective as the name brand, but much cheaper.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples:
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Drip.
To fall in drops or make it fall in drops. Noun, liquid or moisture that falls in drops.
Examples:
Drip liquid. Drip from the vicious wound. Water is dripping from the faucet.
Ambulance.
A vehicle specifically designed and equipped to transport sick or injured people to and from hospitals and other medical facilities.
Examples:
Dispatch an ambulance. Ambulance service. The ambulance crew quickly stabilized the patient before transporting them to the hospital.
Pity.
A feeling of sorrow and compassion caused by the suffering or misfortunes of others, an object of contempt or disdain.
Examples:
Allow self-pity. Pity speech. It is a pity that the concert had to be cancelled due to the storm.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality. To impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Vibrant.
Full of energy, life, and enthusiasm.
Examples:
A city vibrant with life. Variety of vibrant colors. A vibrant private sector is crucial for economic growth.
Personalize.
To make something or an experience specific to an individual or group, often through adding personal details or tailoring it to their preferences or needs. To add personal details or information to something. Personalize social media profile. Personalize my workspace. I like to personalize my phone case with a picture of my dog.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Windmill.
A machine that converts wind power into rotational energy, often used for generating electricity.
Examples:
Windmill farm. Windmill blade. The solar windmill was used to generate electricity for the small village.
Presentation.
The act of formally introducing or displaying something to others. The manner in which something is presented or given visually, verbally, or otherwise.
Examples:
Presentation skills. Presentation slides. She gave a fantastic presentation at the conference and received a standing ovation.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples:
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Aggregate.
A collection or sum of different things often used to describe a total or combination of items.
Examples:
Data aggregate. An aggregate of people. The aggregate amount of money raised for the charity was over $1 million.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Wikipedia.
An online encyclopedia that allows users to contribute and edit articles collaboratively, a vast and frequently updated repository of information on a wide range of topics.
Examples:
Wikipedia entry. Wikipedia article. Not all teachers accept citing Wikipedia as a valid source for academic papers.
Contributor.
A person or thing that adds to the achievement, production, or growth of something, such as a project, organization, or publication, a donor or benefactor.
Examples:
Contributor of funds. Regular contributor. She is a major contributor to the local food bank, volunteering every week.
Native.
Connecting with or describing someone's birth country or place of birth, or someone born in a specific country or place.
Examples:
Native to Africa. Native language. The vegetation here is almost wholly native.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Whine.
To utter a high-pitched, complaining sound, often in a tone that is irritating or grating to others. To express discontent or dissatisfaction in a persistent or annoying manner.
Examples:
Whine about homework. Whine about the weather. The child began to whine when his mom said they couldn't go to the park.
Complain.
To say dissatisfaction or annoyance about something or somebody.
Examples:
Complain about a job. Call and complain frequently. Our users are often complaining about the slow application.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Coverage.
The reporting or news of an important event, sports, subject, etc., the amount, range, area, or quality of something that something provides.
Examples:
Full coverage insurance. Contractual coverage. The scandal received widespread media coverage.
Initiative.
The ability to act or make decisions independently and with confidence, a plan or action proposed or taken to address a problem or need.
Examples:
A peace initiative. Take initiative. The teacher's initiative to start a school garden project was met with enthusiasm from the students.
Cheetah.
A large, slender, and fast-running African cat with a yellowish-brown coat and black spots.
Examples:
Cheetah sprint. cheetah habitat. The mother cheetahs fiercely protect their cubs, teaching them valuable hunting and survival skills before they venture out independently.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Flaw.
A fault, mistake, or weakness that causes something not to be perfect.
Examples:
A minor flaw. The flaw in the legislation. Even the slightest design flaw in an aircraft can lead to a fatal accident.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Diaspora.
The scattering of a people who have left their traditional homeland.
Examples:
Diaspora migration. Diaspora community. The diaspora of the Jewish people has led to a worldwide community.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Emphasize.
To give or show particular importance to something.
Examples:
Emphasize her words. Emphasize a direct relationship. Use italics or capitals to emphasize a word in a piece of writing.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
Firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Fig.
A sweet and soft edible fruit with many seeds or a tree on which these grow.
Examples:
Fig marigold. Fig tree. He ate the dried figs he had preserved.
Paycheck.
A check issued to an employee as payment for work or services rendered, the amount of money received in this check.
Examples:
Electronic paycheck. Monthly paycheck. I received a bonus on top of my regular paycheck this month.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Aggressive.
Behaving in an angry, energetic, or threatening way towards another person, tending to spread quickly.
Examples:
An aggressive war. An aggressive tumor. An aggressive tide wrecked the ship.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Corporate.
Of or relating to a large company.
Examples:
Corporate right. Corporate environment. The corporate office has decided to lay off 10% of the workforce.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Financing.
The process of providing funds for running a business, activity, or project. The money for a business, activity, or project.
Examples:
Financing activity. Public financing. The investment fund offered financing for a company on the brink of bankruptcy.
Equity.
The value of the shares issued by a company.
Examples:
Private equity firm. Equity capital market. That company is cautious when it comes to equity investment.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Guru.
A spiritual teacher or leader, notably in Hindu and Sikh traditions, a person who has knowledge and expertise in a particular area.
Examples:
Guru meditation. Spiritual guru. He was considered a guru in economics and consulted by many leaders.
Hack.
To hit and cut somebody or something roughly and violently, to find a bug in a computer program and break into their systems or networks.
Examples:
Hack through the jungle. Hack into the program. This blog offers a variety of tips for hacking everyday life.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
Seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Manually.
By the use of physical effort or human labor, not automatically or mechanically, by hand.
Examples:
Manually operated. Manually input. The data was manually entered into the system by the employee.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Parliament.
A legislative body, especially the one that represents the people of a country or state.
Examples:
Disband parliament. Event of a hung parliament. He was a member of parliament.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Accountability.
The state of being responsible for one's actions or decisions, the obligation to explain, justify, or take ownership of one's actions or their consequences, the expectation of being answerable and liable for the outcomes of one's behavior or performance.
Examples:
Government accountability. Individual accountability. Activists questioned the company's accountability for the environmental impact of its operations.
STEM.
The central part of something from which other parts can develop or grow, the part of a word common to all its inflected variants. Verb, to grow out of, have roots in, or originate in.
Examples:
Stem from a belief. The stem of a matchstick. A rose has thorns on its stem.
Challenging.
Difficult, demanding, or requiring a high degree of skill or effort, presenting a difficult problem or obstacle.
Examples:
Challenging task. Mentally challenging. The advanced math problem was challenging, but the student was determined to solve it.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Reflection.
The act of thinking deeply about something, or the ability to think deeply, the image of something that is seen in a mirror or other reflective surface.
Examples:
Reflection question. Photon reflection. The teacher asked the students to write a reflection on the book they had just read.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
Mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Inspiring.
Stimulating and motivating you to want to do something.
Examples.
Inspiring stories. Awe-inspiring sight. An inspiring teacher might spark students' motivation to succeed.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples.
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples.
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples.
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Liberal.
Willing to respect or allow many different types of beliefs or behavior, open-minded.
Examples.
A liberal arts college. Under liberal conditions. He is liberal in his thoughts.
Scalable.
Capable of being easily expanded or increased in size, number, or scale to meet changing demands.
Examples.
Scalable solution. Dynamically scalable. The company's new software is highly scalable, allowing it to handle increasing number of users.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples.
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Business person.
A person who is engaged in business, typically as an owner or executive.
Examples.
A young businessperson. Businessperson network. He was a successful businessperson and had much experience in the field.
Practically.
Almost or nearly.
Examples.
Practically constant. Practically impossible to find a parking spot. The store is practically empty.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples.
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Undergraduate.
A student who is studying for their first degree at a university or other higher education institution.
Examples:
Engineering undergraduate, undergraduate course. The class was composed of both undergraduate and graduate students.
Tuition.
The act of teaching something, especially when given to a small group or one person, fees charged by education institutions for instruction or other services.
Examples:
Tuition assistance, a college tuition. His father cannot afford his tuition.
Orphan.
A child whose parents are dead or have abandoned them.
Examples:
Orphan care, asylum for orphan children. The little girl was a war orphan and lived in a group home.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Eager.
Showing enthusiasm and a strong desire or interest to do something.
Examples:
Eager anticipation. With eager eyes. The children were eager to start the treasure hunt.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Cynical.
Believing that people are motivated by self-interest, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity.
Examples:
Cynical remarks. Cynical worldview. He was very cynical and didn't believe anything anyone said unless he saw evidence for himself.
Jaded.
Feeling exhausted, worn out, or lacking enthusiasm or excitement due to overindulgence or excessive exposure, having seen or experienced so much that one is no longer interested or impressed.
Examples:
Jaded taste. Jaded attitude. After years of working in the same job, he had become jaded and no longer found satisfaction in his work.
pH.
A measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a substance, on a scale of 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral, lower values indicating greater acidity, and higher values indicating greater alkalinity.
Examples:
pH value of 7. pH scale. The pH level of this soil is too acidic for these types of plants.
Heaven.
Of various religious and mythological traditions, a place or state of existence considered to be the abode of the divine, the afterlife, or a higher realm of being, a state of great happiness, contentment, or beauty.
Examples:
Ascend to heaven. Heaven on earth. He felt like heaven when he tasted the delicious chocolate cake.
Dumb.
Lacking the power of speech, unable to speak, stupid, or lacking intelligence.
Examples:
Dumb creatures. Struck dumb. He made a dumb mistake and forgot to submit the report on time.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Illustration.
A picture or diagram in a book, magazine, or newspaper that is used to explain or decorate the text, the act or process of explaining something.
Examples:
Educational illustration. Illustration artist. The illustration in the book helped me understand the concept better.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Indignity.
An affront to one's dignity or self-respect, an insult or humiliating treatment.
Examples:
Indignity of poverty. Suffer an indignity. Being demoted at work was a great indignity to him.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Transcend.
To rise above or go beyond the limits of something.
Examples:
Transcend boundaries. Transcend limits. The music transcended cultural barriers and reached audiences globally.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.